Shalom Aleichem. Is it got REC in
Yeah.
the corner? Okay, perfect. We don't edit the video, so I'm asking the cameraman behind there if it's actually showing that it's recording. So now we'll start. Shalom Aleichem, live at the Grapevine. This is the Kosher Wine Review, and you know, let's get formal. What is your name, sir?
What is your name?
Yehoshua Werth.
I think I saw you somewhere. I can't remember. Oh, maybe was it in Tahiti on the beach for the last holidays? Or in the Alps you were skiing so fast?
Bermuda.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Even
it.
though I've never been there before.
Okay.
Perfect.
I wanted to say hello, but you know, I was shy and I didn't want to disturb you because you're so famous now.
There, you're bald. Okay, please introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm a lonely French guy, lost in Marseille, and this is my first time in the shop, and I'm very happy, to meet you and to see the way you promote all the wine and all the range. And I'm Frederic David, a wine grower in the south part of France. Wine grower means that we do take care about the vines. We do wine make only our own grapes, wine, and we do age and estate bottle.
Got it.
So that means we do everything in one place, in one company, and we are located in the Rhone Valley with a very Mediterranean climate, almost like Israel. It's in delimited area, that means it's not in any kind of soil. It's local variety grapes with Syrah, Grenache, Mourvèdre, Carignan, Cinsault, and it's limited yield, such you have kind of concentration of flavor, color, and add value of pleasure.
And this wine we're going to discuss today of yours is the 2011 Le Mouret de Isle. Pronounce this for me, please.
Okay, Le Mour de l'Île.
De Lille.
Le Mour, it doesn't
Mour
mean
de l'Île.
it doesn't mean l'amour, like love, but
Right.
Le Mour. So that means this is a plot that I do have facing this famous Roman aqueduct, Le Pont de Gare. And when you're on the river and you see this terrace, it has like a form of a nose. And Le Mour in Provençal language means the nose.
It's 60% Syrah, 30% Grenache, 10% Mourvèdre, and is a 2011. And for me, when I first tasted these wines, especially since there are other Cotes Du Rhone wines that I've tasted, before tasting, I'm thinking softer, easier, light fruity, very, like the word used, approachable wines. And the first one I tasted was the reserve version of this. It's a purple label. So I was already a spoiled brat, and I tasted your better wine. So I've not tasted or smelled this particular bottle of this year, and let's do it together.
Please. So you better know that we all use very female term to describe a wine. And of course, the first thing will be, we say in French, la robe.
Herbs.
No, la robe, the dress.
Oh, the dress.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I appreciate, that when a wine has the first impact will be the visual impact. So I like when you have quite a deep color and a nice intensity of the glass. And I would say to have Syrah as quite an important side on the blend, 60%, that makes always this kind of flavor.
And it's not an ultra light wine, even though it should drink light by looking at the color. It has some density to the color, because when you're looking at it against a light background, you're not just seeing through it some brick color. I get, like if someone was interesting, like if someone had briquettes on a fire.
Yeah.
Over. Yeah, it's got a nice little light, smoky, kind of fresh. This one is a little more wild berries than there is a Mavushal version of this.
Yes, now we did produce for the first time vintage 2012 a Mavushal version. It was just amazing for Mavushal. Try it.
It's not heavy. L'chaim bracha. I already said a bracha. I'm not cheating. It's a balanced wine. And what does balance mean in a wine? It means you're not just getting fruit or just getting dry or just getting a flavor idea. It means I'm getting a little bit more of that earthy smokiness, not as much heavy on the soil as the Mavushal 12 version of this, a little bit softer in what's grabbing our palates. The fruit is very clean and it finishes dry. The fruit finishes dry. And
bronze.
Right at the end, I get a little bit of the I was telling, like a little basil, a little herbs.
And a little of something, you know, some orange. Just a bit, you know?
The zest.
Yeah, the zest. That you can have in a flan or something. And what I like, you know, you talk very well about wine, but when I drink a wine, I think of the landscape, of all the job I've done in the vineyards. And you know, when I'm peaceful, this is when, you know, before the harvest, I have, you know, all these leaves, big surfaces, and you see this grape, mature grape. And I think of this harmony, how I feel well with my job and my vineyard, and what I expect that people can feel when they will have the wine. And I call it harmony. This is the only thing that I will try to get when people are finished about it.
Try an eggplant dip with this wine. Try a now I'm on the finish and I'm chewing on it. Honestly, one of my favorites, a baguette, some very heavy olive oil with some herbs, and dip it and enjoy this wine just for what it is. I wouldn't go brisket, too heavy and crazy.
No.
But some light seared meat would be okay.
I agree.
And thank you so much for being here.
No, come on. Thank you for receiving me.
May everyone experience wine for how you experience the wine, not how I experience the wine or how he experiences his own wine. That way, it's your experience, not just looking at a score on a piece of paper or words we're giving over. Thank you. L'chaim v'bracha. L'chaim lev raka. And live with Grapevine. It's the Kosher Wine Review.